It is so sad. It's very painful to read, watch, and listen to Julius Malema devouring Floyd Shivambu, devouring Ndlozi, saying Resignation Ndlozi doesn't even need a press briefing. It is sad because some of us honestly believe Julius Malema knows and sees the bigger picture, and that he understands that being a real fighter means sometimes allowing yourself to be a sacrifice when time comes for the revolution to move forward. It seems he didn't understand that sometimes for a dark cloud to move, you must sit down or stand still, allow the wind to come at the right time, move the cloud for clarity to prevail. He cannot miss the moment. He seizes the moment while the dark cloud is still hovering over his head, which is a pain on its own, because it means the progressive caucus that we have started is having challenges. And the progressive caucus is actually the bigger picture for black progressive forces to unite, be more affordable for the first time, to get close enough to succeeding in terms of defeating our vicious, evil, white oppressive system. It seems in his mind, the bigger picture is him. If the bigger picture is getting bigger than him, he's ready to destroy it. It seems in Julius Malema's mind, nothing can be bigger than his preferences, than his personal ideas and aspirations. Because if Malema truly saw or truly sees emancipation, liberation, and freedom of people from this current oppressive system, if he really sees it as a bigger picture, he will always feel responsibility over it. He will always shy away from doing or saying something that got potential to dismantle the black oppressed class, or at least to threaten the existence or unity of black progressive forces. Because without unity of black progressive forces, we shall never defeat the white person. By the way he's kicking, the way he's swearing, the stones he's throwing now, it says to me his emotion, his aspirations, his choices are much bigger than the bigger picture that we thought he understood very well. I just read his Twitter post. He's saying this one doesn't even need a press briefing, referring to Ndlozi's resignation. And the question is, if Tutu was really a right person that we thought he is, why there's nothing which is triggering his mind, at least for him to ask himself? Everyone is resigning around me. People who have sacrificed their careers, sacrificed their lives, put their lives in danger, been taking a lot of stress in terms of fighting for black people. People who have clearly shown that they are not flying with crumbs that the ANC of Ramaphosa is busy enjoying now. These people are committed fighters. Floyd is not EFF. Floyd was a member of EFF. Lozi is not EFF. He was a member of EFF. Why he thinks these committed fighters, if they leave EFF, they should become non-entities. Even once they are going to MK Party, fellow progressive black movement, which need to unite with the EFF at some point. Why he thinks little of them just for leaving EFF, but while still remaining committed in the revolution of the oppressed. If they went to ANC, I would understand, because it would clearly mean that they are joining the sellout cabal, which is currently a VMM, white monopoly capital wagon right now. You'll understand that Floyd is selling out. You'll understand that Lozi is joining sellouts. Contrary to the aspiration and the vision of Julius Malema, you'll see the principle, the point of departure on the basis of principle that Malema should think less of these guys because they've betrayed the movement, the liberation of the oppressed, the cause of the oppressed class. But they've not done that. They've not betrayed the cause. They just move to a different vehicle which pushes the same agenda. In that way, there's no traces, or there are no traces for selling out. There will be traces if they were moving to DA or ANC, IFP, or NFP, who are part of the so-called GNU. But they went to MK Party. If you say they're selling out, against what? Against who? In favor of what counter-revolutionary system? It doesn't make sense. And it's painful to see Julius Malema devouring them like this. And unfortunately, it is saying, whoever is still remaining in the EFF, your day is coming. Dare leave EFF, you'll be devoured. So with that in front of us, what could be justification when you want to oppose that Julius Malema is actually a dictator? What more characteristics are still lacking in Julius Malema for him to qualify as a dictator and a narcissist? I'm just asking. It's a question. I'm not saying he's a dictator. I'm not saying he's a narcissist. But I can say I do see some of qualities of narcissism in him. I do see some qualities of a dictatorship in him. I can say that. So it's painful. It's painful to see Julius doing this. And I wonder why he's not appreciating this departure, because Floyd has become bigger than him. The guy got brains. The guy speaks pure politics from strong theoretical grounding. He's firm. And I don't think right now there's anybody who speaks politics at a conceptual level, making it be translated to a pragmatic level like that guy. I will just put Zuma aside because I don't think he can compete with Zuma. Zuma is no longer in competition. He has not. Put him aside. But look at the young, growing politicians. I don't think there's anybody who understands politics and what we should do moving forward like Floyd. At least, I don't think there's anybody who's articulating it clearly like him. EFF lost. Lozi is very strong people's person, good charisma that you need to push certain ideas fast, get in the hearts of the people fast, because Floyd can only feed the brain. Floyd doesn't feed the heart. When he speaks, he feeds the brain. But Lozi can feed both the heart and the brain. Even in, I don't know why, man, this guy is doing this. Why he had to devour those who have not resigned yet. Floyd, fine, he resigned, but he was resigning today, but he's already taken some shots. So yeah, it's painful. I don't know why Julius is doing this to himself, to EFF and the black oppressed movement. I don't know, but clearly, without him or against his ways, everything must perish. And that the sad part was we truly believed in Julius Malema.